Hello and welcome to the Climbing Daily Wednesday news show. My name is Hugo Pilcher and this is...
Teresa.
And we have got a jam-packed show today, including...
a massive 9B downgrade, and stay tuned for the fantastic deal of the week.
I'm pretty pumped for this show.
You are?
Yeah.
Is it because you drank a lot of coffee?
I have drunk a lot of coffee, but also it's been a good week.
A lot of women's news, but let's start off with a 9B.
Yes. But that's not totally accurate, Teresa, because first up, we're talking about a possible downgrade. The most repeated 9B in the world has seen another ascent. We're talking, of course, about Ali Hulk Sit-Star Extension Total. The line first climbed in 2019 by Jonathan Floor when he gave it the same 9B grade as the slightly shorter route. Danny Moreno repeated it this week. However, we won't see him on the 9B counter since he thinks that the sit-start beginning is a bit hard, but most importantly, doesn't change the grade. He considers it a good benchmark for a 9A route. The big dog Danny Moreno.
Ooh.
That's a big call. 9B to 9A.
Yeah, but I mean, at least he's honest about it. Like, he felt really good on it. Actually, his comment on 8A was a bit weird. It was like, the first sentence was, I don't know, maybe an expression. But anyway, downgraded it, 9B to 9A. We'll see what other people think in the future.
There's been a lot of ascensionists though, and they've all like confirmed the grade 9B. Maybe like a soft 9B, but
yeah,
downgrading it 2 grades, that's pretty big.
That's what happens.
Danny Moreno, the guy who's not afraid to downgrade a 9B
maybe he's
route.
really good at knee bars and getting everything back on knee bars and resting enough on...
But this is the thing, if you like have a really good day on a route, I just like this is where I get confused. Is like loads of people have climbed it before, and then you have a really good day on it. Yes, obviously, like it's massively impressive, but to downgrade it by 2 grades, but because you've had a really good day on it, that seems quite excessive to me, to be honest. Anyway, what do you think? Should it be downgraded all the way to 9A?
Let us know in the comments.
Let us know. What's next?
Next up, we've got a 9A, but it's quite a special 9A story. 17-year-old Ainhize Belar, who's on the Spanish team and has previously on-sighted up to 8A, now she made a big leap in her climbing, from red pointing 8C to clipping the chains of her first 9A, Beji.1, a 20-meter line in the Basque Country. The route was first climbed in 2006, the year she was born, by local legend Pachu Zobiaga. Belayed by her father, who's also a climber, it was reported that she climbed this route in total silence. No loud screams or effort puffs.
That's how I climb.
Congratulations then.
No effort puffs.
No effort puffs.
Or loud screams.
Apparently, yeah, not that much of a fuss, just breathing. It was quite a good article of like birds chirping and I don't know, it seemed like a very zen send.
A 9A zen send.
And she's on the 9B count.
17-year-old.
Yes.
Spanish like...
Well, from the Basque Country.
All right, yeah, okay,
I've been
sorry.
told to
From the
point
Basque
it
Country,
out.
yep. That's important. With names that don't kind of like fit into the mold of like a Spanish accent. If I was going to put a Spanish accent.
Yeah, I think I butchered the name. I'm sorry about that.
Kind of, it's a strange... It's not a strange language. It's a different language.
Indeed.
All right, next up, we are going to Italy for a multi-pitch ascent. Planet Mountain reports that on the 20th of April 2023, Polish climber Aleksandra Taistra repeated Genius, 8B 300 meters, on Monte Ginirku in Sardinia, Italy. The route was established in 2010 by Fabio Palma, Domenico Soldarini and Matteo della Bordella, and the line had previously been ascended completely only once before by Pietro del Pra in 2012. Taistra, who is currently planning a bigger project in the nearby Gola di Goruppo, was looking for exactly this kind of line as preparation for her upcoming challenges. Taistra is becoming well known for climbing multi-pitch hard sport climbing, having climbed several in the last few years, including the classic Hotel Supermonte, also at Sardinia back in 2019. Genius was a particular test of her nerves with runouts up to 15 meters. So I like the way that Aleksandra is bringing... She's focused in on hard multi-pitch
in Sardinia.
Sport climbs. Huh?
Yes, in Sardinia.
In Sardinia, yeah. But like, there seems to be quite a lot down there, and B, there's not that many people doing that kind of stuff.
True.
In climbing. So she's found her niche and she's going for it. But there's those names that I read out, there's some big names there. Fabio Palma.
We know him.
No, we know Fabio, who's
Has good hair.
great hair and is a very strong climber. Also coaches Beatrice Colli, he's a climbing coach these days.
Yep.
And then Pietro Del Pra, do you know who he is?
First Ascent. Yeah, he designs shoes with La Sportiva. Yeah, I met him at the La Sportiva meeting.
There you go.
Icon.
And Matteo Della Bordella.
Who you're going to film with? Can
I'm
we say
filming
that out
with next
loud?
week. Who's just a bit of a legend, isn't he?
Yes.
Alpinist, Italian, crazy, amazing climber.
Can you give us a little tease of
About
what you're going to film?
Uh,
Where?
It is kind of like a look back at some of his hardest ascents in the last couple of years.
Oh, so you're going to Patagonia?
No, but he shoots quite a lot. So he's shot quite a lot of stuff on his GoPro and his drone.
Right.
And so we're doing like a series of kind of like long interviews with him, talking about these ascents, how he got them done, and we are putting together like a kind of a story of them with the stuff that he shot out in Patagonia.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be cool. I've seen some of the footage. It's pretty ridiculous.
Don't you think you need a couple of pickup shots? So, Patagonia trip.
Yes, that would be good. Have you been to Patagonia?
I mean, in some dreams, maybe. No.
I went to Bariloche when I was younger.
Oh.
Before I knew much
About
about climbing mountains and stuff like that.
Okay.
But we walked in like the Torres del Paine National Park and stuff. It's pretty incredible. It's an amazing place.
Did you go hiking?
Went hiking.
That's a big hiking scene there, I heard.
Big hiking scene. I wasn't that into hiking at the time either. Was
right.
pretty underprepared.
Okay.
But yeah, it was good. It's good vibe down there.
Good vibes.
Yeah. Right, what's next?
9A vibes.
9A vibes.
As reported on 8A.nu, 18-year-old Ukrainian climber Ilya Bakhmet Smolensky just climbed Jameson, a 9A in Ceyikbari in Turkey. He comments that it's pretty easy for a 9A, especially if the climber is really strong on pockets. Also on 8A.nu, Jonathan Floor is back in the news with another 9A, which he even bolted himself. He called it NREM. So far, he opened more than 20 routes, 8 C+/9As, and most have actually not been repeated.
So Ilya, back in the day, he's not back in the day, not too long ago.
18-year-old now.
He's been around a while. He's been around the block.
I think it was one of the...
He's been around a while.
He broke up a couple of records for being the youngest climber to climb 8C, and I think he climbed 9A at 15 years old.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Anyway, super good up-and-coming
He's
climber.
climbed no Capote only.
As well?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
He's saying he wants to come back to France in the summer and even come bolting.
With you?
Well, no, not with me.
You've been in touch with him?
On 8A, he probably gave an interview and wrote that.
Nice.
Said that.
All right, okay, cool.
Young
Nice.
bolter out there.
Indeed.
Let's go on to the 9B counter. Right, Ainhize gets 1 point on the 9A women's counter. Well, 9B counter. Now it's all together. EpicTV shop deal of the week, and we've got an exciting one this week because we personally love Black Diamond backpacks.
Backpacks.
So much so, I'm using one, but you can start with the Krag 40.
Oh, go on then. You go. We'll go small
All
and
right.
work our way up. Go on then.
So this is the Blitz. I've been using it as my kind of office to gym to Krag, Alpine, a bit of everything backpack. I haven't destroyed it yet, and I've been using it for a year.
It's not really like an office one, is it?
It's not, but then the
It hasn't
fact
got a laptop sleeve.
it doesn't. But then the fact that it has only 2 pockets kind of helps me because I can just throw everything in here, and then the important bits
Are you a bit ADHD?
No, food, and my wallet and keys are in this pocket. It's just a really comfortable, handy, super light backpack. Ripstop fabric, which hasn't ripped.
It's good for a day out in the mountains, isn't it?
It's really good for, it's like a
little jaunt.
jaunt.
A little jaunt in the mountains.
Little hike up there. But yeah, on multi-pitches, I don't know, alpine routes, really, really handy. Has ice axe, loops and everything. The rope strap. Not a super sturdy one, but if you cinch it well enough, it stays in there.
You should do a full review of this.
I basically like this backpack, and for the price that it comes at, it's not bad. And
How much is it, Teresa?
Depending where you live, because the taxes of different countries change, is around 75 euros to 80 euros.
Okay, thanks very much.
Oh, and it comes in different sizes. This is size 20 liters, and we also have it in 28 liters.
And it comes in yellow or blue as well?
No.
Okay, it doesn't come in yellow or blue.
This will look good with everything, unlike bright colors.
Yeah. What's next?
The ones you're holding.
Well, okay, let's do this one. This is the Krag 40 Black Diamond backpack. Kind of looks like a big
Hauling
bag.
Chalk bag.
But it's got like rope stuff. It's got lots of space. Lots of side entry. I mean, I don't really know. I haven't really used it before, but it's pretty cool. 40 ripstop. Yeah, like a bit of a bigger version, maybe more of an overnight bag.
Yes, and definitely a handy Krag bag. And then here I have a tiny Krag bag, which is quite handy though, and it's super like waterproof fabric. And also this one, we've got it in different sizes. This is the Creek 20, and I think we have it in like 35 and 50.
It's like a little haul bag, isn't it?
This is a little haul bag, but again, one big sleeve. Out of all these backpacks, well, one I already have, but this would be my next purchase. Not that I buy them, but...
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. Nice. And is that available in the UK or Europe or both?
Right, because right now we have a new warehouse here in Europe. So for everybody wondering or has been seeing like our promotion about it, we have a new warehouse here in Europe that's sending out all packages very quickly around Europe and internationally. And then we have our UK warehouse,
which is still spending out stuff very quickly in the UK.
But in the UK.
Yeah.
So now if you're ordering from Europe, you won't get extra taxed because of the island
crossing
decided
borders
to be
and
an
stuff
island.
like that. And what's good about this is we've got it in stock in the UK and in Europe. So it's a kind of a trick question. It's a trick question.
Did you like my very diplomatic
You're very
answer?
good. You did well. I put you on the
Thank you.
spot and you dealt with it like a tennis ball.
Okay.
You're like Roger Federer. You're like the Roger Federer of climbing.
Am I? Just because I'm Swiss?
Pretty much. That's it.
Okay.
Just group
I mean,
you all
I'm not,
together.
but okay. Right. Up next, the EpicTV Media.
Yes.
What have we got
I kind of
this
want to
week?
talk a little bit again about our release last week.
Ooh, it was a beautiful movie.
It was a beautiful movie, and yeah, I thought we'd just like show maybe another clip from it. What do you reckon?
Yeah, go ahead.
I think that's worth shouting about just because we've been waiting a long time for that. We were very excited about it, and we hope that you like it as well. This is a pretty special little movie.
Yeah, I think Siba definitely reveals like some vulnerabilities.
Big time.
And it's a stunning piece of rock. I actually heard a podcast about it. It was
About what, his ascent?
about
attempt.
the Dawn Wall in general and how it became so popular and so also like it was like before 2015 climbing wasn't really known or like Tommy Caldwell and Kevin, by climbing that route, gave climbing and the whole climbing industry a big boost.
Big time.
And yeah, I just thought it was quite interesting that the fact it got a big boost, it was because it was easy to film. Because you can film it with a long lens or hike to the top and rappel down. I mean, that's very simplifying it, but it was reachable. That's why
Yeah. No,
it was one of like, yeah. Because if it's like in the middle of nowhere and it's less reachable, people are also gonna have less interest because it's difficult to send reporters and journalists and to literally just get the good shots.
Do you remember when they were just about to make it and there was just like journalists everywhere in Yosemite?
But I didn't really live it. I didn't even know it was
Did
going
you know
on.
Yeah, that was an
No.
amazing time. That was incredible. There was like live updates every day of what was happening.
Yeah, they go through that, how Twitter was a thing and like,
Yeah, it was cool.
yeah.
That was a good time. Anyway, Siba's attempt on it is really special. He did that. That was all filmed at the back end of 2020. 21. Back
What
into
year is
21
this?
into 22.
Okay.
Sorry, 22. It was like the beginning of really the beginning of 22, and yeah, it's pretty cool. So check it out. I think that's it for media.
That's it.
Yes.
Well, then let's move on to comment of the week. Did we pick the same comment because it's really funny?
Oh, you picked the same comment.
Maybe.
Go on then.
Mine is from GJU32. No?
No, I've got something else in store for you.
Okay. Sibe Van Hey looks like the long to be lost brother of Michael Fassbender. True, I see it. I definitely see it. I think.
Shame.
Why?
Shame. It's a good film. No?
I was thinking of Game of Thrones.
No, it's
on to your next comment.
He's yeah, right. He's in a film called Shame.
Oh, I didn't watch that one.
By a director called Steve McQueen. Not that Steve McQueen, the director Steve McQueen.
Right.
Anyway, my one is well, it turns out that you gender shamed me last week. I didn't even
that's
notice.
why I thought you were going on with shame.
And it says, guys is not considered a gender-specific word. It is a word to denote a group of people regardless of gender. No need to shame and embarrass your co-host like that, Sugar.
Oh, so that's okay.
Yeah, he's called you Sugar at the end, which is a bit tongue-in-cheek. So stop gender shaming me, because otherwise I'll get my mate to come and see you.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, he'll sugar you. Sugar. There was a lot of people that came to your help.
It was like we were talking about a woman's accomplishment.
And I said guys.
Yes.
Or girls.
But you also don't mind that I corrected you, right?
No.
Yes.
To be honest.
Did you go home and cry?
If
Because I'm sorry if that happened.
A little bit.
I'm sorry.
If it was if we were speaking in another language, we probably wouldn't have that problem, would we?
No.
Because we'd be like saying ragazzi, which is like implies the male and the female version of guys, right?
Yeah, but you wouldn't say it in that context.
Les gars.
Is that guy? This is guys.
No, but that's les filles. You'd say les filles, wouldn't you?
Well,
okay.
Or people. Anyway, whatever.
Alright,
I don't care, to be honest.
I'm gonna go home and dig myself a bigger hole to get out of this one.
Cool.
You done?
Does it matter?
Does it matter?
No.
Who knows? Who
Life
cares?
goes on. The world keeps spinning. Bye, guys.
Bye, Sugar.